Hello Sagittarius, this is your reading for the month of April 2026. My name's Kathleen. I'm one of the spirit operators. If you're new here, I do things a little bit different. I get psychic impressions from the images and I also interact with spirit. If you're returning, thank you very much for joining me again. The deck of cards we're using this month is the Celtic Spirit Oracle. Okay, so let's see what's in store for you. So the first card we have here is Sacred Waters, Deep Healing, Emotions, Pilgrimage. And I'm getting the three images, three symbols in the middle here is coming through as boats in your reading. So there's movement over water is what I'm hearing. So you may be going on vacation, you may be traveling for work, you may be traveling, like you may be moving home somewhere over body of water, and the body of water can be an ocean, can be a lake, can be a river, any body of water. Or perhaps you're moving somewhere where there's, you know, a pond nearby or something. But it does feel like you're going to be going over water though. So maybe, you know, you might even be traveling to see family. There might be something going on with your family. Hopefully it's not an emergency, but that you have to go and help the family out, or maybe there's a reunion of some kind. But yeah, it really feels strongly of travel this month. And for some of you, it could just be perhaps the weather is nice enough for you to, you know, take a long bike ride or a hike or something and have to cross a river or creek or something. Okay, Spirit said that's it for that card, so we'll move on to the next one. And we have Step Out, Hidden, Courage, Camouflage. This feels like your energy in this card. So, you know, the individual here would be representing you in this reading. So it seems like you've been cautious about something, and taking precautions. Also, I'm hearing precautions as well as cautious. So, which is wise in this case, right? It's coming through as this is a wise thing, that you're observing, you're paying attention, you're keeping track of things which needs to be done. And you're taking the precautions, preparing for any eventualities in the future that may spring up. And being cautious with regards of what you're doing, especially out in public. I feel that it's like you're not, okay, sorry. Like you're not trying to be flamboyant. You're trying to sort of stay in the background, to not be seen, to be able to move around and do things, and hopefully no one will notice you. It has that type of feeling to it. So that's actually really wise for April to continue that. If that's something you're already doing, if you're not doing that yet, you might want to implement that, just to kind of tone things down, keep quiet, stay in the background, rather than, you know, putting the spotlight on yourself. Just because of the things that are going on around you, perhaps in the place that you live, that you need to sort of be cautious and careful with what you're doing. Okay, Spirit said to move on to the next card. So we have the Herbalist, Herbs, Medicine, and Healing. What I'm getting is this feels like your energy, that you're helping to heal others. And you may not even be aware of it, but the things that you do or say are actually helping other people to find healing within themselves. So this could be, for some of you, a spiritual healing that you're offering, and or just doing without even perhaps realizing it, and that people are sort of taking on your spiritual advice. For others of you, this might actually be that you're providing healing. You know, as it says, the herbs and medicine. And so that is something you may be performing in April, or engaging in, or perhaps even just learning about and researching. So if you've ever had an interest in looking into herbal remedies and different plants and the medicine that they offer, that would be a good thing to look into in April. At least start heading that way. But it does feel more on the natural side, on the spiritual side of healing, rather than, you know, any kind of chemical prescriptions or something that could be offered. Okay, Spirit said that's enough. So I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so very much for watching.